Hello, I'm John Berry, part of the supply chain development team at Sellafield Limited. We spend around 1.2 billion per annum in our supply chain, and we follow public procurement regulations to ensure a level playing field for companies wishing to access opportunities. We recognise that it can be a complex chain to navigate through, and this presentation aims to provide an overview and bring clarity of how to access opportunities in our supply chain, and in doing so, bring value to our organisation. We hope that our transparency and information provides the guidance that you need. But if not, there's ways to get in touch at the end. Knowledge really is power, and this presentation will inform you about some of the research we recommend that you undertake in order to join our supply chain. Good suppliers understand the wider strategies that we publish. They've done their research. So looking at the social impact strategy, the NDA, Nuclear Decommissioning Authority, and Sellafield supply chain strategies. Other sources include the World Association of Nuclear Operators, Innovate UK, Game Changers, Nuclear Innovation Exchange, Nuclear Institute, and of course, YouTube. Good suppliers understand the procurement routes and ensure that they are qualified for the relevant ones. We can help with that. They gather as much intelligence as possible from procurement plans and register on all the right portals. Understanding relevant legislation within the sector is also beneficial. How does it differ to other sectors? There's lots of useful information from the Office for Nuclear Regulation and other sources. And if you manufacture products, are you fully conversant with our contract quality manual? Again, we can help with that, but please do your research and find out more information. There's lots around. Good suppliers also understand our requirements. They understand the nuclear life cycle and they understand the sector overall. In fact, they probably know the client better than we do ourselves. We encourage relationships, building relationships and networks to complement that intelligence gathering. It's not essential that you join organisations such as Britain's Energy Coast Business Cluster, Nuclear Industry Association and the Northern Nuclear Alliance, but they can all provide good information and intelligence gathering for you. This slide looks at our contract landscape overall, and it's lifted directly from our supply chain strategy that you can find on the website. And if we zoom into a little bit more detail, we can see where we spend our money and in what areas. So it's helpful information if you're looking to join the supply chain. We spend a lot of our money with major contractors, what we refer to as our Tier 2 suppliers. And so here are some examples of the major frameworks and contracts that exist across the site. Of course, these are changing because they're not long-term cycles. They're sometimes 5 years and 10 years, and even with PPP it goes up to 20 years. But some of them are much shorter than that. But we'll talk shortly about how you access some of the opportunities with our Tier 2 contractors. So where do we find the opportunities? Well, the first thing, of course, is head to our website. There's a wealth of information on the website. And what we encourage you to look at in the first instance is registering for our complete tender management system. You can see the link to it here. Register for that and all our opportunities are published through that. We don't just publish through there, we also use other services such as the Crown Commercial Services and Shared Services Alliance. We'll come on to that in a moment. But on the website you'll find there's procurements on a page, gives you the larger scope projects that we're looking to procure over the future years, and also our procurement plan schedule. And this is what I want to talk about now. This is a large spreadsheet that you can download from the website and interrogate on a regular basis. And we encourage you to do that. There are a number of tabs. Procurements not yet awarded shows you the procurements that we're looking to purchase over the coming years. Gives you a reasonable level of detail in terms of timeframes, aspirational timeframes and guidance timeframes, but we do our best to stick to them. It also gives you information on there about who to contact. So for each particular procurement, if there's one you're interested in and you'd like further information and it's not available on CTM just yet, then you can contact one of our team and they'll be able to provide more information for you. The other tab is around awarded procurements. Where have we already spent our money? Where have we already committed to working with suppliers on a fixed term contract? So that you can find subcontract opportunities. And we do also encourage you to look at those subcontract opportunities. Another tab is the SME Opportunities. These are ones that we deem to be the right scale and the right scope for small to medium enterprises. We have quite a target for spending money with small to medium enterprise, and we're really keen to be able to do that. We have a strategy available on our website that tells you more about that. And also, as you can see here, we have a link with Sellafield Limited. This is a procurement platform particularly relevant for SMEs, which you can qualify for, and when we put a challenge out, you'll be able to bid on that particular piece of work. So again, look at the website, do some research on how that works. We also have dynamic purchasing systems. The Engineering and Technology Solutions Marketplace on the left here is our most recent DPS. This works similar to Link, except it's on a larger scale, in that you pre-qualify for this, we publish opportunities, and you're able to bid for them. So if you're not pre-qualified, you won't be able to bid on these opportunities. The slide here gives you an idea of what we're predicting to spend on the Engineering and Technology Solutions Marketplace over the coming years. And you can see that this is not just open to Sellafield, but it's open to other NDA sites as well. I mentioned Crown Commercial Service earlier. We also purchase through CCS, so please do look at their website, and please do look at the frameworks that you may be interested in. And actually, it's not just for Sellafield, of course, it's for any public sector organisation. So you may find organisations, you may find opportunities for other public sector organisations across the country as well. I mentioned Tier 2s and indirect opportunities earlier, so it's really key that you do your research here. On our website, you'll find a listing of all of our Tier 2 suppliers, and on there it details who they are, what they provide for us, what frameworks or contracts that they're involved in, what they purchase, how to join the supply chain, and contact details. So again, really do take a careful look at that, and if your product or service aligns with one of them, then please get in touch with them directly. And we can also make introductions where relevant. So in summary, where can you find the opportunities? Well, directly as a Tier 2, look at our procurement plan, look at CTM, look at Crown Commercial Services and the DPS. Directly, via link with Sellafield for SMEs, and by working as a Tier 3, 4, etc. further down the supply chain, so engage with our Tier 2 partners. Do your homework, do your research, network with trade organisations such as the ones listed. And if none of that works, which I'm sure it will, I have every confidence it will, then you can engage with us directly. Here's our contact details. Please do get in touch if you have any questions about accessing opportunities in our supply chain. You can see that we publish opportunities on our Twitter feed and on our LinkedIn profile as well. Thank you.